All right, guys, welcome back to our Lightworks version 14 video tutorial series. Today we're going to kind of pick up where we left off on the last one. We had just got done putting our clips into our linear timeline, and now what we're doing is we're going to go through and we're going to edit the actual clip to make it and enhance its appearance for what we're trying to achieve. Now, this is part of a project that I have my early students do. It's called our Shots and Angles project, and they have to basically create and reproduce the different shots and angles that are used in videography. So how we would do this is going to be the first time we're going to do it, but we're going to actually click into our first video effects tab. So we're going to click onto that. And here you can see that we're already into this shot. So we've got our cursor in our timeline set up on shot number 2 here, which is in our first sequence. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to add an effect. Now it has favorites already up there, it has recently used, but if it doesn't come up, then what we're going to do is right here choose the category that we're going to try and do. Now what we're going to do today is we're going to actually edit the clip. And we're going to try and enhance it. So you can do that by the color, adding text, several different things. But what we want to do first is we want to show you how to zoom in and then actually manipulate where the shot will take place and where our subject matter is going to be within the frame. So to do that, we're going to click on DVE, and then it gives us several different options on what we want to try and do. So the one we want to use is 2D DVE, and we're going to double click on that. Now what's going to happen is we're going to have several different choices on ways to manipulate this. And the first one that I always want my kids to use is the zoom. So we want to zoom this in. One of the things that we teach our students is we want to make sure we have proper headroom. Now right now we have way too much headroom for this, what is called a full shot. Full shot shows our main character or our subject matter and the full body length of them. So you can see from the top of her head down to her toes. So we want to zoom this in a bit so that the shot will end with her head near the top. Now we can do that right here with this button here where it says scale. Now we can scale this by using the master, which is the frame itself, and using all the sides at the same time. Okay. We can also manipulate it by moving it across the x-axis, so we would stretch it out. And then you can see how we're maneuvering that or moving it wider or narrower. We'll put that back to 1. We can also do it stretching it vertically, narrower or taller. Okay, so we're going to put that back to 1, which is the initial. Okay, and what we want to do is, because we want to keep the shot to look at exactly the way it is, we just want it to be a little bigger, is we're going to manipulate the master, and the master will pull both the X and the Y at an equal rate. So we're going to zoom this in a bit. Now right here is good headroom, but we've lost the bottom of her feet. So we want to be able to show that. So now that we've zoomed in, we can manipulate the shot, the position of it, by moving the y-axis or the x-axis. So we want to move it up on the y-axis a hair, and you can see that we've moved it to the top, but we still don't have her feet. So what that means is we've zoomed in just a little too far. So I'm going to back that out just a hair. Okay, and we're going to zoom this in just one little bit more. Looks like 124 is what we're looking for right there. And then we can manipulate this on that y-axis again and maneuver this up. So you can see we have a good amount of headroom, not too much, not too little, and we see the full body of the shot. Now, but in doing so, we have moved our subject from the left third of our shot, so following that rule of thirds, and we've moved her more to that left side. So we want to reposition the entire shot along that x-axis. So now we can do that because we've zoomed in. Now you can see where the edge of the frame is, and we're going to put her as far as we can over. And that's about as close as we can get to that third, and that's a pretty good shot, but you can see how we can affect that. And there's other options in here like cropping the actual shot, adding shadows, or changing the opaqueness to the shot so we can fade it in or fade it out depending on. Okay. But that's basically it, guys. That's how you would zoom in or reposition it. Now, by doing the zooming, we are able to reposition our subject matter within the frame. So we're able to help follow that rule of thirds. I hope this helps, and I will be with you next time, and we're going to try and teach you guys how to add some text. All right. Have a good day.